Hi guys, welcome to this custom funnels Zen pop-up. So what I want to do in this one, I want to create from scratch a funnel. I'm going to use lead magnets and I'm going to use videos. So you can use any content you want. So first of all, I'm going to show you a quick folder where I've got a series of 4 videos in here. They're just quick sample videos. One is the day 1 video, which is basically just giving information for day 1. And then I've got day 2, information for day 2, day 3, information for day 3. And finally, I've got a CTA day, I believe it's CTS, but CTA day, where I'm actually calling to action. So they've watched those 3 videos and now I'm trying to get them to buy into a course. So that would be my last day of videos. So I'm adding a kind of bonus day. So we're going to put these in and we're going to custom format the design inside Zenler. We're also going to do there's going to be a few things off the back of this as well, a few Zen pop-ups off the back showing you how you can get an opt-in form and actually, or any form, and actually get them straight into the funnel using a form. But we'll talk about that on another Zen pop-up. So for now, we're going to create a custom form. Now you might have already seen the video series one where I used a template that Zenler creates, but in this one, we're going to create everything from scratch ourselves. So let's do this. So let's go into the site itself. Let's go to admin. And let's go straight into our marketing funnels where I'm going to set up this custom one. So let's let this load. We're going to see any funnels we've already got inside the platform. So let's just switch on the screen share. So you can see that I'm in the site now. So I'm going to go to marketing funnels, and inside our marketing funnels, here are our marketing funnels. I'm going to create a brand new one. I'm going to be choosing lead magnet. Here I'm not going to be choosing video series funnel because I don't want to enter my CTA. I don't want to put my videos in there. I want to do it all manually myself. So I'm going to check lead magnets and I'm going to click next. Now the thing it's going to ask you straight away is the name of the funnel. So I'm going to call this custom funnel. Let's do that first of all. And I'm not going to have a free download. I'm not even going to launch a course at the end of it. I can set all that up myself. So I'm just going to click next. So all I've done is named it. Now I have all these templates. I really don't care about them too much because I'm going to create my own stuff anyway. I'm just going to look for one that's got a really good form that goes on here, and I want an inline form. I don't want a pop-up or anything like that. So I'm just actually going to choose this classic version here. I'm going to highly modify this so I'm not too worried about anything as I go into this. So here we go. So it's going to go to here, finish now. It's going to set up my pages. It's going to give me my page. It's going to give me an opt-in page and a thank you page. Oh, I've got 3 videos to put in here. I've got 4 videos to put in. I've got an opt-in page. I've got the video 1, video 2, video 3, and then the CTA. So what am I going to do? It's not a problem. I can add a new step. But why add a new step until I formatted the pages? So I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to delete out the thank you page. So it's going to say, are you sure you want to delete that out? Yes, I am sure, because what I want to do is I want to style my start page so that I can clone it and save myself a bundle of time. So let's that just go through there, and we will then go and we will edit this page. So once this is just finished inside here, we will go in and edit this step. So this is the opt-in page. First step cannot be changed or moved. That's fine. I just want to edit it. So I'm going in to edit this step. Now it has a form already built into it. We could create a brand new form, but what's the point? We want to save ourselves time. So I use the form that's already in there. So what I'm going to do is change the background, change the colors, and just make it look good before they go into the next step. So once I've got that background and all those colors set, I can just adapt those throughout all the other steps. Again, saving me massive amounts of time. And you know, we're all busy in life, so we all want to be able to move at a pace with these things. So it's going to take a little while for the editor just to start up. And once it does, then we can carry on. Okay, so I've got my page open now. So I'm going to make some modifications to this really quickly. I'm going to come into here and I'm going to add in a nice color background that I've got. I've got quite a nice one here. So I think I'm going to use this. And I'm going to bring this top edge down. I want this to be really quite big in this area. So I'm going to bring this down. I can click in here and I can keep dragging, you see. So I'm filling that area up. Notice as I drag it, the image is going in a little bit. So I don't want to go too much because it will start to scale. So that's going to be really good. Right, inside here, we have a form it's already set up for us. So we can set this up in here. and change certain things, but there's certain things we can't change. Like I'm not really keen on this form the way it is now. So I'm actually going to probably use a brand new block. And this is what I mean. You can actually just set things up so that it's completely your own. So inside here, you can see I've got submit form and it says post sub action, go to next step of the funnel. So just remember that, but we can actually drive a link to it anyway if we had a next step in the funnel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a brand new block in here. I'm going to drag in a brand new block, and I'm actually going to take this block and I'm going to delete the entire thing out. So we've got nothing in here at all. In fact, to the point where I'm even getting rid of the footer on the bottom. I don't want that in there either. So this is what I mean by custom. We are making this our own. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag this down like we did before, and I'm going to put that background image in there. So we're starting with something really nice and clean. Everything's going to go. We know exactly what's going on in the platform. I'm going to put this image in here. We're going to drag this down a little bit more, probably a little bit more on the top, and just make it nice, kind of full width. Now I've got this add a row, and inside this row, this is where I'm going to add in my form block. So I'm going to add in a row here, and then I'm going to add in a form. So I'm going to go to a form and just drop a general form block in here. Now I want to make this in line, so it's I just prefer that. So I'm going to click in the element there. I'm going to go to one row, 3 columns, and I'm going to take this first one, which is a name, and put it in there. And I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put it in there, and this submit button, which will be go to next step, we will change this. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change the padding so that it looks a bit better. So I find 11 works really well with this button type, and let's just put that in there. Oh, maybe a little bit less, might be 8. Let's try 6. Okay, and I'm going to change the font style to something else as well. So we're just going here, I'll leave it in Poppins. I'm just going to change this button to a nice kind of blue color, a bit brighter than that blue, more towards there. Okay, good. And I want that font size to go down to probably about 18. Might have to adjust the padding a little bit more in here to do that. I'll just put 11 in here, see if that. So it's about the same size as the filled boxes now. So let's put in here get access free. Okay, boom, there we go. So we've created that. So what we need this button to do is we need this button to take them to the next step. So they filled their thing in there. So we're going to choose go to link. Okay, so it's going to go to a link. Once they actually choose this action. So it's going to go to a link. It's actually going to go to the next step in the funnel that we haven't created yet. But I still need to create my kind of CTA coming in here. So I'm going to select this row, and I'm going to add a 1 column row. I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it up, and I'm going to add my text in here now. So we'll put in here, get this free guide to Zenler. Free video guide to Zenler. I'm going to change this to a white. So now this is just design, you know, this is just how I want it to appear in here. I'm happy with this. I might change this to 45, make it a bit bigger. I want to keep it very simple. I'm going to put an overlay behind the back of here so that it just stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to choose in this case a black, and it just stands out, just pops out a little bit more inside here. So that looks good to me, and I could add more stuff in here if I want to. So let's just add another bit of text. I'm going to drop some text in here, and let's change this text. I'm going to leave it centered, and I'm going to make sure it's in the same style. This free video will take you through the basic setup of your shiny new Zenler platform. So something like that, you know, nice little bit of a call to action there. And I might even add a little bit of animation. So I'm going to come into here and I'm just going to go to the settings and go to animation, and we'll just go to like bounce, so it bounces. So I might actually do that an interval of 5. So every 5 seconds it will do that same thing. Let's just click save. Really clean. I like the clean sort of designs. Make sure you SEO your page up because you will be sharing this on social media. So make sure you're SEOing. We're going to click save, and I just want to preview this step. So once this is saved, I'm then going to preview this step, and just to check that it looks nice, it's going to work on mobile, this kind of thing. So let's preview it. And that looks good. You can see it's jumping. Let's like count 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should do it again now. So it's just adding a little bit of something there. It's nice and clear. Let's just preview it again, check it down in the responsive mode to see how it's looking. This is something you should do. You can also check it in here, by the way. Guys, you can just go to the block. You can go across to how's it looking mobile. That looks quite nice. How's it look in a tablet? How's it look there? Yeah, that works. So it works across all devices. Fabulous. Right, so now we've got that, what we're going to do is we're going to close this off. We're going to be coming back in here again, by the way, to set this up for the next step. But let's just close this off, and let's now create a duplicate. So we're going to clone that step. So any links in the funnel may be added manually. Let's just click clone. And this is our first. So this will be our video number 1. So we've got a clone going on here. So inside here, I'm going to call this day 1, and I'm going to hit enter. That will save that one out. And now we've got that formatting. So we set that background, that color, you know, we've got it all in there. So it's all ready to go. And we've got a day 1 step now. So in that first step, I'm going to be leading it on to this step. So before I go to here, I'm going to copy this URL. And then I'm going to edit the first step. We're going to jump into here straight afterwards. We just want to set up our steps first before we start setting up our automations, which is the last part of the process. Okay, so it's going to open any second now. And I will set this to go to that next link. So when they click the button, it will send them to the next step. Okay, so inside here now, we're going to go to link, and we're going to put that in there. Actually, I want to submit form. Okay, and then I want to make sure that the post submit action is go to next step. All right, so you need to have the action on the button to submit a form so it actually takes the data in. Okay, and we need to have on the post submit action go to the next step of the funnel. Now you could also put a link in here as well. So, but go to the next step makes it nice and easy. It's just going to jump. Now we need to save that. Okay, so that's the 2 critical things you need to do: submit form, and the next thing, post submit action, go to next step. Okay, so that will take us to the next step. So now we can edit day 1's video. So this is where the cloning will really help us, because we can just set this first video up and swap them out, which will make it really easy for us. And we can put some text in there if we want to as well. So I might put a little bit of text on this day 1, just so you guys can see when the automations go out that it's correct. So I don't need the form anymore. So I'm actually going to delete the form out. So I don't need these form objects. I don't need this in here. I'm going to delete it out. Click delete. Still actually got a form in there, but it really doesn't matter because it's not firing. So let's put it here. Day 1 introduction to the platform. Okay, and then I'm going to add a new row, and I'm going to do it 3 by 3 and put my video in here. Now I'm going to click in this row. I'm going to move it a little bit bigger, like that. Oh, maybe not that much. Sorry. There. And I'm going to drop a video in here. So this is where I can drop my video series funnel. So I'm going to go upload a video. We've actually got some videos on our desktop. So once my desktop loads, I'm going to go to steps and I want this day 1. Let's click open. Let's upload. So that will upload in there. It's going to take a little bit of time to process, but it's not going to stop us. We can move on. So once that's loaded in there, that's good. We're going to click save to that. And once that has finished saving, I'm going to clone that step and replace that video with day 2, day 3, CTA, and then we're done. And it's as simple as that. We will check, take a little bit of time for these to process, but they are small videos, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so this one's done now. So just make sure that you save it. And then we'll close this down and we'll create a clone of that one. So I can open this up. We need to create the clone for the next step. So I'm going to click clone and click this. Okay. And we create a clone. I'm just going to label this. I want to label it day 2 and hit enter. And now that's loaded with day 2, I can edit this step. So this is finished and let's edit this step. And we're going to swap this video out, change the little subtitle and then do the same. So we're just rinsing and repeating now. So once this loads up here, we'll jump in and do that. Okay, so you can see it's already processed that video that was in there before, but we need to swap this out for day 2. So I'm going to go into here, upload the next video, which is day 2, which is this one. Click open and click upload. Very small file, it's only 2 megabytes, so it's not going to take very long. Okay. So that's day 2. Put the basics, click save. SEO that page if you want to. Now that is finished. Once that saves, we're going to close that. Now we're going to clone it again. So notice how we're building on the top of something that we've already got. Let me just cancel that because it looked like it was trying to clone the wrong one. So it should drop it underneath. Sometimes it does this, by the way. It changes it to opt-in page. So I'm going to hit that and we're going to go and edit this one. This is going to be day 3 video. In fact, while I'm at it, I'm actually going to clone this one at the same time, and this will be the bonus day. So this will be the CTA. So I'm just going to put CTA. Okay, so I'm just speeding my workflow up here. So we're going to load this one in. This will be day 3 video. Then we need to just go through and just preview those. So we're going to use the eye icon to do that. We're going to go through here and just preview that it's got the right information in each of these steps. And then we can move on to the automation part of the process, which is just linking up each of the automations with the particular video. So here we go here. So we've got 3. There we go, create a site and course, click save. And the last one is our CTA video. So we've got a CTA video that's going to say, look, you're going to get all this benefits from blah, blah, blah. And then that will lead them straight to the course that I can link to. So that's done. I'm going to click save to that. And close it down. And now go into and edit the CTA, which is the last page of this particular funnel. So you can see this is a lead magnet and I'm changing it into a video series funnel, but you can literally put any content you want into these funnel step pages. It's really up to you. And the sequence of it going through, even in the email automations, if you wanted to send them on day 2 to the CTA video, you could. You just select and copy that particular code and just put that in there for when that sends out. So you don't even have to work in order if you don't want to. So this is the CTA. So get more, take our intensive live training course. Okay, so something like that. Obviously I put a big button in there as well and put something like this in here as well, bonus, you know, and then I'd swap this video out for the CTA video and let's upload that one. I'm going to do a little thing, it's a little bit of a psychological booster for people as well, and that is to raise it slightly in the page. They won't even know, but when they visit the first page and they see that all the copying of videos is down the page a little bit, when they see the last one, it'll be right at the top. It'll be more to the top. Now, they won't even be thinking about this, but they've watched the videos over the last 2 days, and when they see that one, it will almost give psychologically a boost to that page. So little things like this really make a difference. So if I upload this file now and we go to our CTA, which is the last day, we're going to click upload for this, and I'm going to move it up, and I'm also going to make that text in an orange, just so it goes pong. It really pings them, so there's a slight difference between the other pages. It just makes this particular page a little bit special. You can even change out the background color if you want to really go boom, and this will make a big difference to how they see it. So that's gone in there now. It's going to take a little bit of load time, so I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to change this, and I'm going to make it a bright orange. Now I'm going to take this background and I'm going to knock it back a little bit more, and I'm going to bring it up in the page. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to make it bigger. Now, you won't even notice this, but people will. Psychologically, it will boost them to do this. Now, what I also like to do is I like to put the button in here. So I'm actually going to add a 3-column row, and I'm going to bring it out to the same length as the video. Now I'm going to add my button into here, and this is going to link to a course page. I'm going to leave it in blue, and I'm going to choose an action. I'm going to say go to link. I'm going to get this VIP experience. Okay, something like that. Now I'm going to, am I going to change it to blue, or I'll put it into an orange? I might put it into the orange, and I'll boost this into a bold. I'll definitely animate this slightly. So I want to go into animation. I'm going to do that 5-second bounce that the top part has got. Actually, I'll put it slightly out. I'll put it 6 seconds. Okay, so the link has to go to our course. So I'm going to go back to the page. I'm going to right-hand click, open new tab, because I want to go and just get that course URL. So in there, I'm going to go to course. Let's go to courses. And I have the course in here already, just this test course that I've got set up. And we're going to go into the courses. We're going to go to pages, and I'm going to grab the URL for the sales page. So let's go in here when this opens in a second. Let's go to courses, click in here, go to pages. You can send them directly to the checkout page if you wanted to, and you could even apply a coupon. We'll talk about that in another Zen pop-up. I'm going to copy this URL to the sales page, and I'm going to put that in the button. So go to link, go to here. Now that's going to take them there, so I'm going to save that now. So you might also want to take this block and drop it below the video, just so it's above and below the fold. So once this has loaded in here, like so, I'm going to take this block, I'm going to clone it. Now I'm going to drop this down. Oops, sometimes it doesn't allow me to. Let me just delete it out. Let's just put the row in here. So I'm going to choose this. And sorry guys, I needed to put it below here. All right, get rid of that one. Okay, and now I'm going to just clone this, and I can drag that below. So I've got this going below and above. I'm going to put a little bit of spacing in here, and I actually think I prefer that up here. So let me save that, and then we've got a page that we set up for our bonus page. So and that's going to link to that course. So that's our CTA page. So now we've done these, we need to test that these are all working. So I'm going to go in and start previewing these pages. So we've got the opt-in page. We're going to look at that, see that it looks good. Once that loads, there it is. So that looks good. We're going to check this page. We're going to preview this page. Here we go, day 1. We're going to go to day 2. Let's put day 1 in here. We're going to go to day 2. Make sure it says day 2. It does. That's good. So I'm going to put that in there. And we have day 3. Let's just check that. Day 3. And finally, we have this page here, which is our CTA page with our buttons, top and bottom, all good. All right, so we've created this now. So what we need to do is we need to link it all up via automations. Now, I'm not going to do a lot of formatting with the automations. I'm going to leave it very basic just so that it works. But you guys, you know, you can add more, you can make it look really cool. So you can do that. So I'm going to leave my funnel steps open. When I hit this, I'm going to right hand click and open this tab in a new tab. This just means that I can jump between the links and here. Now we know this opt-in page is automatically going to go to day 1. So that's there. So the next day's email is going to be this one. Okay, by the way, you can change these links. So custom funnel here. Let's put this day 2 and then just click update here. Click OK. And we want to be doing the same for this as well. So I'm going to come in here and put this day 1. Click update. Because we've copied it, it's actually called it copy. So we want to change those URLs. And then I'll just put bonus for this one. Okay. So that's that done. Good. Right. So we've got our automations. We're in our automations now. We're just going to set this up. I'm setting up very rudimentary here. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to actually delete out these ones. I want, like I said, everything's custom. I'm just going through this myself. So I'm going through it and I'm going to clone this so that it makes it easy for me. So this will be the first one. So I'm going to call this opt-in. Okay. And then I'll go day 1. All right. So that's labeled there. So I'm going to make sure that each stage I'm saving. You want to save at each stage. So actions currently paused. You want to make it live? Yeah, we can. It doesn't matter. We've got no leads in there. And so the first thing I want to do is not delete this area, but I want to delete all of this. So I'm going to select all this text and I'm going to delete it all out. I'm going to keep it very simple. One is I do want to add my logo in there. So I'm going to go and choose this. I'm going to choose my Zenler logo. I'm going to put that in there and put that in the corner. And now I'm going to go down here. A very warm welcome. You have access to this free starter course on Zenler. Okay, so maybe make that bold. Access, let's put if you did not already see it, because remember that form, when they click it, takes them to this video anyway. So if you did not see it already, you can view day 1 here, and then I can put a link. So this is where the linking comes up. So just before I do that, I'm going to say I hope you enjoy this video. Stay tuned for the next one tomorrow. Okay, and all the best, and then Team Zenler. Okay, so that's that done. That's going to be the format of all all the videos that I'm doing. So I'm just going to take that. So I want to make sure that this link is right. So a very warm welcome, and then I'm going to put their name. So I'm going to add some personalization, add a personalization, first name. Okay, so if you did not already see this, you can view day one here. So this is where we're going to grab the link. So this is day one's video. So I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to select it. You can see that there. I'm going to select that link, insert that link, make sure it's in there, click save, and make sure that you hit save down the bottom. Okay, so we want to be also putting in here free guide to Zenler day one. You subscribed with, and then personalization, email address, full name, first name, last name. Let's put the, okay, so you subscribed. Let's just put, let's cut that actually. Let's put welcome and then add that first name in there. Oops, sorry. Welcome, put that first name in there, and then hyphen. Okay, so this will be the basis of what we're doing here. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to make this bold. And now I'm going to save this. Right, now we're going to clone it. So from 0 days from subscription, they will receive this. So this will be the first one that will send out automatically to them. So we want to clone it. So I'm going to clone it now. It will create a copy of this that we can just update. So I'm going to create that clone. Action name, we're going to call it day 2. And click clone, email sequence. It'll appear down here. So now we're going to put in here day 2. We're going to go day 2 in here. So you can change it. We will welcome. So let's put in here day 2's content. View day 2 here. Let's make that capital. Let's now put the link in there for this. This is day 2. Copy that link down there. Come into here. Select across this link. Go to edit link. Get rid of this link. Put the new one in for day 2. Click save. Okay, that's that done. Now let's make sure that we save this and make it live. That's done. Let's now clone this one. And this one will be day 3. So I think you're getting the gist of what's going on here. So here we go, day 3. So we've only got to change, now it's really simple because we've only got to change this and put days 3 video in there. Or day 2's video, but really day 3. 1, 2. Oh, that's day 3 there. Let's copy that. Should be 3. Copy that link. So we're going to select this again. Edit that link. Oop. Select all, copy, delete it out, click save. That's done. And we're going to click save. And we're going to be running through a test of this anyway to make sure it all works. So I'm not too worried if there's any little mistakes. Let's go in here and clone this one. This one is going to be called bonus day. Click save, clone it. And in here, we're going to have a very special offer just for you, and then the name. Learn more about Zenler with this intense training series where you can be live with the instructor. Okay, and then we're going to make this quite big. So I'm going to go bonus, take the training series. So something like that. And then see you soon, preempting an action. And we'll take that to the last step in the funnel, which is this one here. So let's just paste that in there. And of course you'd add more to this, guys. It's just to show you the workings of it. And we're going to click save. So I do need to change the title. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so that's good. So I need to go through, check that this all works, and the automation is going to work with it. So the first one I'm going to do is the opt-in page. So we're going to go to opt-in, we're going to preview it, and then you're going to see this. So if you did not see it already, let's click this and see that we're going to go to that day one video. This is day one. You can see that works. So that's absolutely fine. So day two, let's go and check. Let's go into here for day two, and we're going to preview day two's video. So I'm going to go preview here. Day two training, let's click in here. As you can see, this is day two, so that works. So let's close that down. Let's go to the next one in the series, which is this day three. So we're going to click that, I'm going to preview that and check that that works. This is what you should be doing every single time. So day three, that works fine. And the final one, which is really important for us, is this bonus day. So this bonus day one is what we're driving people towards. And we can click preview and click inside there. And you can see we've got our bonus day. Now if I click this button, it should take me to the course, which it does. So we know that it's all working and our links work in our emails. Now our final check is just to check that this is actually going to work as a system. So at the moment I haven't set up when these emails are going to fire off. So this is 0 hours from subscription. So this will go out straight away. So I need to set this one for day two, day three. So this one will go out 1 day later. So we go in here and we just save that and apply to existing. There's nobody in there, it doesn't matter. And this one will go out the next one, which will be 2 days. And final follow-up will be 3 days, which will be the bonus day. So this will be 3. Let me on this. 3 days. Let me check all of these as well. And let me check they're all working. So is this going out day one? Nope. So this is always good to double check. And this is set on day 2. So let's just check that. That looks good. Okay, so we've got that 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. Perfect. Right, now I want to check this in real time. So it's worth definitely signing up for this and making sure that it does go out of the 3 before you start promoting it. But if you want to speed that process up a little bit, you can go into day 1 and we can change this to minutes instead of days. So I'm going to save this, apply to existing. That's going to go out 1 minute after someone enrolls. This one's going to be changed to 2 minutes after they enroll. This means that the whole process will take you 3 minutes to check through and make sure everything works. So obviously saving you a lot of time, but you need to remember that if it all works, you need to set these back to days instead of minutes. So now we have that all set up. What I can do is come back to our funnel step page, copy this, and I can check that it works. So I'm going to go into incognito for the final step, and we're going to check that it works. So I'm going to go into incognito mode. I'm going to put the funnel in there, and it should pop up in here. We're going to enter our name. So I'll choose something like Zachary, and then I'm going to choose an email address in here. I'm going to choose this one here, and I'm going to click get access free, and I'm going to click that, and what will happen is it's now taken me for the first day of the tutorial. An email will have gone out, so if I didn't have time to watch this and closed it down, I would then get an email taking me back to this page. Got a little bit of animation going on there, which is nice and exciting. And we'll also get an email after 2 minutes and 3 minutes. So let's check our email account and make sure that we have received those emails. So I'm going to do that now. Okay guys, so you can see that it's coming. It's actually coming on my promotions tab, but Really doesn't matter. Also, it's got the name Joseph. Now, the reason it's got the name Joseph and not Zachary is because I used the same email address, which was 𝗣𝗢𝗀𝗃. So it's the same email address, so it's got it on record, so it just put it in there. That's something to bear in mind, fresh. So I should have deleted myself out as a user, but it really makes no difference. I'm just testing. So day 1 and day 2 have come in already. So let's click day 1, and you're going to see, you can see the video for day 1. Let's click and make sure that it actually loads. So we're going to go through, there we go, we're on the first video, which is day 1. So it's done what we wanted it to. By the way, just check there's a typo mistake there. I need to put an M on the end. This is another good reason to test. Let's jump back to this again. Go back to promotions and let's open day 2. So I've just opened day 3 because it's just popped in this second. And this is day 2. Let's click that one. And you can see it's day 2 basics, good. And let's finally go back and check day 3. So it's there. This is the final video. So here we go. It's going there, day 3. And we go through, and this is a free video to day 3. So there should be one more coming in, which should be the bonus day. Just checking that that does actually go out, which it does. So let me just check back here, and I should have the other one coming in a few seconds. So within 4 minutes, I'm going to receive all of the emails and they should all work. And I've tested day 1, day 2, day 3. So the only one I've got to test is the bonus day. And once I'm happy with that, and I make and I change any of the text that needs changing, such as platform, just go through it, the basics, that all looks good, site and course, that all looks good. Just check them all and just make sure they're all okay. And we're just waiting for that last email to pop in there, which should be any second. Let me just check my inbox. Oh, this one's appeared. Just because it's got a different title, it's appeared on my inbox. So if I click that one, this is the bonus day one. So changing what the title is can make a big difference to whether it ends up in the promotions folder or in the inbox. Nothing wrong with it, because a lot of people look for promotions as well, but it's just something to bear in mind. So let's just check this last one now, and that's going to take us to this bonus. So there we go, we've got these buttons. Definitely check both buttons work and they take you to the right place. So I'm going to hit the back on the browser, just check the top button. It is a clone, so it should be going to the same place. And there we go, this all works now. So all I need to do now is I need to come into this and I need to change these out to being a day from subscription. So instead of a minute, I need to change these back. So this is the last phase, and then I can actually launch this and market this funnel to an audience. So let me go into here, just check that. So it should be days. Click save. Yep. And minutes, I've got this one here. This should be 3 days. Notice the order changes as you change them around. This can throw some people, so just follow it as you've got it. So this will be day 1, day 2, day 3 after subscription from there. And this all works, and now I have my funnel ready. So I can actually go ahead and I can market this URL, and we can then use this in promotions. So this is how we can custom make our own funnel from scratch. So really easy, isn't it? When you look at it, it's really easy. You just create your pages, you make sure you've got an opt-in form, and then you put the content into each of the steps, and then you just link up emails to go out at whatever time period you want. It's actually really easy when you break it down and you look at it. So although Zenler has templates in there, this is why I always choose to create my own. I just prefer it that way. It's much easier to break that down. It also makes it much quicker in some regards, because you're creating one template page at the beginning and you're cloning it and reusing that content. Again, that saves you massive amounts of time. So like you could do a 20-step funnel if you wanted to, and it would all be designed in the same. If you had to go through each of the steps and change that background color, remember the colors you've used, it can take a lot longer. So think about creating one from scratch. It's not that hard, as I've shown there. So hopefully this Zen pop-up has been real use to you, and I'll see you again in the next Zen pop-up.